Yeah, that's me. So everybody be talking about mental health, but nobody can tell you what it actually feels to go through it. And some days you just wake up and you just feel off. And I feel like you don't even know why you feel off. It's because it's way deeper than that, and I think it's really important that we talk about it. Because mental health is not just being sad. Like a sentence that I will always remember. It's some battles, like some fight, or some the hardest battles. Unfortunately, nobody can see it. So, and I think, guys, and today's subject, it's really important that we talk about it. So, let's get into it. So, what's up, guys? It's your boy Baby Juice. So, welcome back for another episode where we'll talk about. And this episode we'll talk about. I feel like it's a really important subject where we're gonna talk about 10 things nobody tells you about mental health. And I personally decided to bring this subject because I feel like in today's days, this is a subject that not a lot of people talk about. And I feel like maybe like if we can go through it and see some point, like some most important things about mental health, maybe it can help one, two people. And so, yeah. Um, let's start eventually. The first things I would have say that nobody talk about mental health. It's you can completely look fine, but at the inside you be struggling. So it's like the you that you be showing in public, and everybody will think that you are fine, but deeply inside you are not. And it's really important, guys, that because in today's days people just assume that you're okay just because you smile or you act normal. So, and I think as a first point, um, one of the things about mental health, it's really important to acknowledge that. Um, the second things, um, I personally think it's sometimes you don't even know what's wrong or what's going on, and you just like some days you just wake up, you feel off, you just feel drained, and you just not feeling yourself that day, and for no reason at all or for no clear reason. So it's really important, guys, and I would have said this is a subject that it personally touched me a lot, and to bring those points, and to see like what is it important about mental health. The third point, about that nobody tell you about mental health is overthinking can be more exhausting than the real problems. Unfortunately, the fact that yeah, you have problem, but you be overthink about it. Unfortunately, it's gonna be more exhausting than the real problem. And the thing is, when you overthink, your mind just start creating scenarios, and that feels real, So and they're not even real, But the thing is, you'll be working your mind a lot with some scenarios, and your mind will be thinking it's real, and it will drain you a lot. So for people who like to overthink, y'all gotta be careful with that when you got some problems and everything. Don't be overthink a lot. This is my advice for today. Don't be overthink a lot. I know it's like easy to say but not easy to do, but still do not be overthink a lot. The four things about mental health that nobody tells you is that sometimes you might isolate yourself without realizing it. So sometimes you will just want your bubble, and then you will start like to isolate yourself from everybody, from friends, family, and everything. And just be careful with that, because for example, you stop replying to people, you stop going out, you just take distance to everybody. So and sometimes you do it and you don't even realize it. So just be careful with that. The fifth things that nobody really tells you is that unfortunately it's not everyone that will understand you. So you got to make sure that once you open to someone, it's someone that can understand you, that can understand your feeling, and that knows you really well. Because you don't want to, I feel like, and my personal advice, you don't want to open like to somebody else and then they don't know you like that, or well, like someone else or someone in your family knows you. So and the thing is, unfortunately, the fact that not everyone will understand you, it's gonna make you more feel alone. Unfortunately, it's gonna make you more feel alone. So be careful with that. So okay, so for the six things about mental health that nobody tells you, and I think it could be one of the most important, is that sometimes, guys, take a break of social media, guys. Social media can quietly make it worse than you think, because you will start to comparing yourself, you will start to compare your life to others, and that is not good, especially when you're in a case or a scenario, when you're in a problem, and then you will start looking at social media, and then you will start comparing yourself to other and social media. And I personally think that thing is gonna mess up like your problem, what you think, and it's gonna mess up your head more than what you think. So be careful with social media. If you gotta take a break from social media. And so yeah. And the seventh point is healing is not just a straight line. Okay. So take when you in that healing phase, guys, take your time to heals really good. Some days you will have good days and suddenly bad ones, and it's not because that you have bad ones that you gotta give up on your healing phase. Because a lot of people, they say, oh, I'm trying to heal, but I always get bad days. Guys, bad days happen, so take it easy on that, just one step at a time. um the eighth point about mental health that nobody really tells you about is that you will start questioning yourself a lot. You will start like asking a lot of questions in your head, and you're gonna be like, why am I like this? Or like suddenly, why I can't just be like I can't just be normal like him. But unfortunately, like, just gotta be careful with that, guys, because those questions can mess up in your head and just cause more problems and everything. So just be careful with that. um Sometimes you gotta know too about mental health, and this is where I want to come with my ninth point. It's when you will be opening up, it's you're gonna feel sometimes like uncomfortable, if I can say it like that. But you will see that staying in silent is gonna make you feel worse. So unfortunately, like, you will see that talking is hard, but holding on every day is way heavier than that. So so if you think opening up with someone make you feel uncomfortable, just know that if you stay silent, it's gonna be worse. And my last point for today, guys, it's you are not the only feeling this way. So you are not the only one feeling this way. My bad. You are not the only one feeling this way. So yeah. So guys, I think it's a really important subject today. You're not alone, and that for people that be going through something and everything, just know that you're not alone with that. And even if like it feels like it, just know that a lot of people be going through the same thing but silently. So I thank you guys for today's subject, and I would like to shout out one of my viewers that views my video, my episode, and everything, and that proposed me that subject, and I think it's a really important subject to bring at the table, and it's a subject that nobody really talk about it in 2026 nowadays. So thank you for that, viewers. By the way, guys, just know that some days, unfortunately, are heavier than others, and that's okay. You know, you don't have to figure it out everything right now, all at once. My advice for today: if you're going through something, just keep going, even though it's small steps. Just keep going, even though it's small step, one step at a time. And I think you are doing better than you think. So thank you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the subject of today. I really appreciate it to bring that subject today, and especially nowadays. So thank you. So yeah, see you for another episode. Don't forget, guys, to like, share, comment, subscribe, and yeah, if y'all get any subject y'all want me to bring to the table, I will bring it. And thank you guys. See you next.